You found me, my victim.
The old cynicism is gone.
Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Happy Death Day from 2017. Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Happy Death Day from 2017. Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Happy Death Day. Okay, what is going on here? What is going on here? Anybody? Oh, seriously? What is going on here? Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and today we're looking at the 2017 film Happy Death Day. Oh, come on!
Happy Death Day.
Happy birthday. Don't be too late. The party's tonight. Happy birthday.
I'm totally having deja vu. I have already lived through this day.
Whoever's killing you knows it's your birthday.
So I keep dying until I find out who's killing me. It's your turn to die.
Happy Death Day. Rated PG-13.
Happy Death Day stars Jessica Roth, Israel Broussard, I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's not. Here's his name. Ruby Muldoon, Donna Duplanter, and it's directed by Christopher Landon. The plot of Happy Death Day is that a college student relives the day of her murder until she discovers her killer's identity. The plot of Happy Death Day is that a college student really lives the day of her murder until she discovers her killer's identity. A college student relives the day of her murder until she discovers her killer's identity. Is that better? I mean, I'm seriously getting sick of this whole time loop thing. Like, seriously, cut it off. I mean, I'm doing the review for you. I mean, if you want me to get this review done, just let me get it done and stop it with this time loop crap. Now, before I get on with the rest of my review, I would like to say that I had never seen this movie. I have never seen Happy Death Day. You know, and for a reason, I honestly thought it was just going to be some, you know, I mean, so basically, if you just watched it by the trailer, which I didn't, thankfully, because I heard the trailer did spoil a lot of this movie. Also, too, just the title and the premise, it does sound kind of stupid, actually. Like, the title itself just kind of screams stupid movie, Happy Death Day. I know that too, it's just the plot of basically Groundhog Day, but except with a slasher in there. Sounded pretty dumb. And speaking of which, I have never seen Groundhog Day as well. I might actually do that review at some point. The film basically just rips off, like, at least that's what I thought it was going to do. So the film basically takes the premise of Groundhog Day and puts it in a slasher movie. So that's why I kind of thought it would be stupid. Not this time loop shit again. What did I say wrong this time? What did I say wrong? Oh, now I get it. I get it now. Yeah, I never seen Groundhog Day. I actually will do a review of Groundhog Day, actually, in a future video, so be on the lookout for that. Definitely one of the positives is they take this premise that seems rather stupid, and knowing that too seemed like a rip-off of other movies that did this. Maybe even better, I don't know, because I haven't seen too many of these movies. And basically, it makes it a fun premise, actually. Like, I really did enjoy the premise of this movie by the time I watched it. It's basically a time loop movie where you have to, like, you and the main character is trying to figure out who keeps on killing her. I will admit, I did like the mystery. It was investing enough to where I wanted to figure out what is going on and who is doing this to her. I will admit, in terms of the mystery, in terms of like the twist, figuring out who is the killer and everything, I will admit, because I had different ideas of who is the killer. I thought of a few ideas. None of my ideas turned out to be who the killer is, and I didn't saw that coming. So I really applaud Happy Death Day for that. It was a murder mystery movie in which I had no idea who the killer was, and I wasn't able to guess who the killer was. And it did surprise me by the end of the movie. Another positive I have too is I actually did dug some of these characters actually. Like, honestly, the most likable character in this for me, in my opinion, would have to be Israel Broussard's character. I think I'm pronouncing that name right. Carter Davis. I thought he was a very likable character. And I thought eventually him and Jessica Roth actually did have some really nice chemistry actually. So, and in fact, Carter is actually a good example of a good male protagonist role actually. I also did like the cinematography for the most part. It did look pretty good. I also did like the action sequences too. There's actually quite a few action sequences, and those are pretty good, pretty fun. I also thought it was interesting that there are no on-screen kills in this movie. And I think that's because it's PG-13. But I've seen some PG-13 movies that have on-screen kills, and I found it really interesting with that, because to me, honestly, I'm not one of those people who are, you know, completely for the gore and everything like that, because to me, that's not scary. That's just meant to be a gross out factor. For me, you know, I'm more on the opinion of whatever you don't see is scarier than what you do see. Take a film like the original Halloween, for instance. It really effectively utilized that whole concept of what is scary, to the point where people are still talking about that film 40 years later. And 40 years later, for most people, is considered the best film in the series. And guess what? It had no on-screen kills. I mean, at least it did, but it didn't show blood. It was really effective. The original Halloween made you think you did saw the gore, just like another film like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Actually, that is another bloodless movie, and there's still people to this day who swears that there is gore in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and that's because they're mind-filled in that blank. So yeah, I really like the fact that this film really does that, actually. Another positive I have is that I really dug the music, actually. I think the music was very different for a film like this, and honestly, I wouldn't mind picking up the soundtrack for Happy Death Day if they have it, actually. If they have a soundtrack, I'll probably pick it up. I also like the killer's costume in this too, like the fact that it's like this baby face with just a simple black hoodie. It's simple, but it's still interesting, actually. And unique, I think, in terms of like, because how many horror movies is there with a babyface killer? I don't think there's much of that, at least as far as I know. Also, another thing I dug about this movie is the pacing. This film clocks in at 1 hour and 30 minutes, and it does not feel like that. It moves by pretty fast. For all you people who have short attention spans, this is probably the movie for you. I myself could handle longer movies. Not too long, because again, like, some examples being the Peter Jackson King Kong remake, which was about close to 3 hours. I wish it was shorter. Also, most recent example being It Chapter 2. That was one of my issues I had, is that the film was too long, clocking in almost 3 hours. I could tolerate a longer movie, but not a too long movie, like a 3 or 4 hour movie. I wouldn't be able to handle that. So I do have a bit more of an attention span than most people my age or older. But even with that in mind, I still rather enjoyed the pacing of this film. So I feel like it would be a film where people who have short attention spans and have, you know, more tolerance with longer movies will be able to enjoy Happy Death Day. But seriously, I could keep on going on and on about my pauses with this movie, and we'll be here all day. I'm trying to not make this a long video, so let's move on to my next thoughts, because I do have some things I'm mixed on in this movie. The main character, actually, Jessica Roth's character as Tree. On the one hand, she, from most of this movie, is kind of a bitchy character. She's one of those characters that in most horror movies you would want to see get killed off by the killer immediately, just because of how much of a bitch she is to everyone around her. For a while, she was a character that had no redeeming qualities whatsoever, and I'm like, seriously, this is the character we're going to have to follow throughout the movie? But this is our main protagonist, the type of character that most people would want to see die in a horror movie? But then as the film went on with this premise about reliving the same day over and over again, she does, you know, later on kind of like learn to be a better person and everything like that. And by the time she finally learns to be a better person, I actually did like her as a character, actually. You know, she kind of did grow on me, and I thought she was a pretty likable character by the end of the movie, actually. Her character's kind of in a mixed aspect for me. Maybe how I would have done it is I basically would have had it to where she is still a good character and everything throughout the majority of the movie, but still has a lot of flaws in that, and you still see some of the good things with her, but you also see a lot more flaws with her. And as the days keep on repeating, like as the day keep on repeating itself and everything like that after she dies multiple times, she really tries to fix her flaws. You know, she realizes, hey, this could be a chance for me to actually improve myself and everything, and becomes an even better person for it. That's how I would have done it, but I think the film comes close enough to that, but I just wish there was a lot more likability to her from the start of the movie, especially if she's going to be like the main character throughout. And honestly, for me, I think that's my only... And another thing I'm mixed on is, again, while I did say in my positives is that I didn't saw the twist coming, and I didn't saw who the killer was either. I will say, the more I look back on it, the more there's some pieces of that twist that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I can't really get into much of this without getting spoilers. And honestly, for me, that's it with my mixed thoughts. And let's get on with my negatives. I will say, honestly, I don't think I have any real negatives to where it's like, ooh, I hate this part of the movie, or ooh, I hate this character, or ooh, I thought this person was so annoying and that. I mean, there are some annoying characters, but I've seen much more annoying characters. So with that said, I'm going to give Happy Death Day a 4 out of 5 stars. So that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. So that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching, and so that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, seriously, what is up with this time loop thing? I mean, who is doing this? Who? Wait a second. I think I know who might be doing this time loop stuff. Joshua, you son of a bitch.